I love it. All right, we're having a good time here at Giggles. Are we having a good time here at Giggles? I would like to ask that burning question that you hear on most every television show that ever happens. Are we on? Never mind. We have a headliner for you. It's not a thing that goes in a hat, man. It says Paul Reiser. Paul is a headliner from New York City. He plays regularly in all the clubs in and around New York. He's a sensational guy. I got to talk to him for a few minutes. He's a great guy. He's done a film. It's an MGM movie called Diner. See, he's from New York and he called it Dinah. So he had to spell it for me, but it's Diner, D-I-N-E-R. He's incredible, he's funny, he's sensational. Ladies and gentlemen, bring on our feature act of the evening, our headliner, Paul Reiser! All right. That's it. Boom.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Flippo. Nice suit, but what would you wear it with? You know what I mean? It's like those little balls, yeah. You know, they have ointments that'll clear that shit right up. It's no problem. It's nice to see you. How are you? You guys okay? You're sitting so close. You want to move up? Is that good? It's nice to be here. We have, boy, a great show. You're 6 really funny people, and frankly, the pressure is on. So if you want to skip this and go for coffee, it's all right. It's no, we're having great fun. I've been here since Wednesday in Columbus, and I was here. Well, I am too. I'll be quite honest with you. And no, it's been great. It's been a lot of fun. I was here in the winter, which is it was nice. It's beautiful. I love the summer. Summer's coming up. I'm excited. A lot of great things about the summer, and a lot of things I don't like. I'll be quite honest with you. Certain things about the summer I just cannot get used to. You know what the worst thing to me about summer is? Male men wear shorts. I don't know. I just can't get used to that. They have the worst knees in America. I don't know who's sending them out looking like this. They're not more comfortable because they have shorts down to here, socks that go way past the shorts, up their back, around, become a tie. These are just, it's the same cloth they use, and they ever seen they have to wear these special safari hats. I don't know why. Just they're delivering mail, little safari hats. I guess maybe they feel tough with their wives. They come home, you know, helps their image. How was your day, sweetheart? It was a jungle. Never mind. I don't know. It's just. I was here in January. We had some freezing weather. We had a couple of days 0-degree weather. We had 0 degrees is not only cold, folks. That's confusing. You know what I mean? That's the first thing you hear. You turn on the radio in the morning. Good morning. There are no degrees. Look again, fellas. There's got to be something. I want to get up on that board. And they throw in that wind chill factor. I've never understood the wind chill factor. They made up. Somebody made that up just to piss you off. There's really no reason for it. Really, what is the purpose? To make you feel colder. Thank you very much for that. It's 20 degrees, but you feel like it's 9. Good. I'm glad to hear about that. How do they know how you feel? Did you ever think about that? Everybody feels differently. You know, it depends how you're built. You could be, say you're really short. You could miss the wind altogether. You know what I mean? It's just not a problem. You're out there, you think it's fine. And besides, there are other factors. I always thought there were other factors besides, you know, wind. So it depends what you've eaten, you know. Drugs are a very important factor. They should have a drug chill factor. They don't mention this. Let's be honest, it could be 40 below 0. You got enough things in your blood, you think you're at the beach, you know what I mean? You always spot these people that are out there mowing their lawns naked with earmuffs. You know? But it's great. I had, for a couple of weeks in New York, I had no heat in my apartment. I had absolutely no heat. I had heat, but I couldn't feel it. I could just kind of hear it, which is good enough. It's you ever have that? You hear something is going on, it's just a noise. You're freezing, but you hear... We said, well, there's something happening. I'm wasting my money. It turns out that's all there was just a noise. I went into the basement. There was no boiler, no furnace, just a fat guy with a megaphone. I said, yo, you want to do it louder? It's freezing up there, for God's sakes. Come on. I moved into this apartment. I had, you have to be careful. When you move into a place, you have to check things out. I have this shower. My shower plays games, little playful things like, how hot can we get and live? It's it's perfect temperature until you want to get in. Then it knows you're coming and shoots molten lava in your face. And it's like... And you can't fix it because it knows you're coming. You know, a mind of its own. If you go to the right side, it fakes left and burns your ass. Hey, how did you do that? We do stupid things in the shower, everybody. You ever make the water so hot that you can't even sneak around it to adjust it anymore? But it's about an hour and a half. You try and negotiate with the shower head. It's like, all right, I'm just going to, all right, forget it. You know, end up doing it with your foot, the other foot in the toilet. Okay, baby, we'll do it this way. It's sneaking around with a broom. Okay, sure, he doesn't know. Get a good shower. Get a wine tub. It's important. A lot of people, a lot of people take showers together with their, wives or their girlfriends. It's supposed to be very sensuous. Sharing a shower, I don't know, it's a very sexual thing. I don't see the thrill to this, I gotta tell you. Can we talk? This stays in the room between you and me. I'll be right up front with you. To me, a shower cannot hit two people. I don't know who told you it could. It can't. Come on, you ever take a shower with another person? You ever notice one of you is not getting water? One of you is a loser. Come on. Because to one person it's great. To one person it's very exciting. But to the other person it's like, in the front, you have a sweater? Something, a hood would be good, nice. A windbreaker, anything at all. Shoes, a belt, something with cloth on it, please. Howard, you don't feel the breeze? There it is again. You don't feel that? Give me some earmuff. I would get it myself, but my ass is frozen to the tiles. I'm kind of locked in here, sweetheart. You're not sharing. Who are you kidding? You're not sharing. You're switching off. You end up going, I'll tell you what, you look while I'm washing, then I'll wash. You'll look Thursday, we'll make out, okay? Because I'm wheezing here, sweetheart. Certain things you can't share. They're too personal to share. Am I right, sir? I think I'm right. Sure. And certain things they're too personal to share. Nobody likes sharing a toothbrush. You can live with somebody, you can live with a woman 14 years, you do incredibly creative things to each other naked. Get off my toothbrush, sweetheart, all right? That's mine, all right? It's been in your mouth, for God's sake. Touch your tooth. You're disgusting, you know that? You make me sick. It's on you. Spit on it now. I can't use that. Because certain things are too disgusting to share. Cheesecake. Don't ever share cheesecake with somebody. That's just, if you like cheesecake, is that a food? Get your own piece, though. You gotta get your own piece, because what happens is if you ever give a forkful of cheesecake to somebody, they never eat the whole fork. They only eat like half of what's on that fork. You know, so what happened from where the teeth stop until like the end of the fork is the most disgusting trail. It just turns you right off. You can't go back to finishing it. You know, you look at her, you look at the fork, and you go, keep the fork, sweetheart. I can't eat that. And in fact, I'm going to go elsewhere. I'm not even hungry anymore. It's okay now. Some foods you have to share. Certain foods, the whole point, like Chinese food. Chinese food was meant to be shared. We watch friends go out. It's great. 5 friends will go out, get different dishes, and you put it in the middle of the table. You know how you do it, and you just help yourself. Nobody asks. You just take. You ever notice you start watching your friends very carefully? When that food hits the table, you're smiling, but in your head, you're taking inventory. You know what I mean? You're smiling, but you're thinking, how many shrimps does she have already? This fat pig's got 14 shrimps on her plate. I got 300 snow peas and a goddamn noodle. This is unbelievable. $8 for a goddamn noodle. I'm not paying it. I'm sorry. I'm going to say something. People are very sneaky about sharing. Like my father, I don't know if you know this guy, but he's unbelievable. You do, huh? My father will go out to eat in my life. If he wants to eat what you're eating, he'll never say, can I taste that? No, that's too simple. My father, he'll just help himself, and he'll ask different questions like, what is that? Chicken you've got there? Bingo, it's all gone. He'll just keep changing the questions, you know. What is that? They bake that? How do they do that? Is that a garlic sauce? It's all gone, you know. And the more hungry he is, the more random his questions. Things like, where are we? In America? Bingo. It's, you know. Restaurants waste a lot of food. Have you noticed that? They give you extra stuff. Like people who, if you go into like a diner and get a big steak, they throw on all these free things and salads and rolls and coffees and butter. Now, a guy who orders a steak, he doesn't need all that. He has a steak. You should give that guy stuff to the guy who got, let's say, a cup of coffee or something. Because I think the smaller your order, the more things you should get for free. You know what I mean? If you say, I just like a glass of water, she'll go, you know, that comes with a chicken. This water's nothing. You can't live off water. Eat a chicken, for God's sake. Depends where you go. Some places, I was in Arthur Treacher's. You ever eaten Arthur Treacher's fish and chips? That place is amazing. It's good food. But it's like 15 things you can choose from. Makes no difference. No matter what you get, tastes the same. Anything you get in Arthur Treacher's comes out yellow and crispy. It's unbelievable. It's just, because it's secret batter. Everything, chicken goes in the batter, shrimp goes in the fish, napkins. They put napkins in the batter. This is just, it's a little crusty napkins. I cut myself, I was bleeding for an hour. I'll tell you a little secret. This is Arthur Treacher. I don't know if you know this. Founded the restaurant mainly because of this reason. He loved He loved batter. This was a problem with the guy. He just, there was a sickness. He was obsessed with batter. I think you should know this about the man. He loved batter. He died 3 years ago. He wasn't even buried. Man was dipped in batter. Just deep fried, little sign, Arthur Treacher, stiff and chipped. Not the whole guy there. It's very sad. His wife and fries. That's it. Just right next to him. And they have, I hate these places where they shout your order. You tell them what you want and they shout it back in front of everybody. Doesn't it embarrass you? Really, everybody has to find out what you're having for lunch. And sometimes you're picking up something that's not too hip, and everybody knows. You're sitting there by yourself, and the guy goes, "Let me have egg salad on toast and cut the crust off. Cut the crust off." Oh, this guy cut his crust off. Oh. And you got to think of something quick to cover yourself. It's for my friend. I swear to God, it's not for me. It's not. I eat crust. I spit out the bread. Eat just crust. I do. I swear to God, I do. They have, Burger King has a policy now. Have you noticed this? They hire idiots. I don't know where they're getting it. They just busloads every morning right in front. And come on, you can't be too sharp to wear a clown hat all afternoon. I'm only kidding about that, but I was out of line there. I didn't see it. What's the chance there's a clown when I say that?